Hey everybody, good day and good morning and good afternoon. I just gotta log back into my YouTube chat, so I'm not sure if you can see anything on your end, but I'm just gonna be working on that for the next minute. There we are, okay. Good morning, Vin. Got the chat going. All right, let's just start out with a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today, another new day, and we thank you for all of your provisions, all of your blessings. We thank you for your grace and your kindness and your mercy upon us. Thank you for salvation. Thank you for the things that you're doing in our lives today and tomorrow. And I ask that you would grant us wisdom and discernment as we go and execute trades in the market today. I ask these things in the name of Jesus, Yeshua. Amen. Okay. Guys, I had a bit of a wild night last night. Did you guys see the market? We'll just start with the internet. Oh, I gotta get, guys, I'm reloading everything up right now as we speak. So let me just get myself together. I need to go get my internet. There's my internet. All right. There we go. Okay. Wait a sec. Oh, everything's still loading here. Hopefully my internet's not lagging. I didn't get a chance to check the speed. Just close a couple things. All right, it is Tuesday, right? Tuesday, March 3rd. Yep. Okay. Hey, why is it doing that? Okay, so just half an hour ago, we had annual budget release on the pound. I don't know if that's still in effect. I think maybe London. Oh, I should ask. Hey, Vin, have you guys changed your clocks over there? Did you already change your clocks maybe in the last week or two? Or is it just in the last weekend? Boys, quiet, please. Oh, not yet. Okay. So we change in North America. We change our clocks this weekend. I know sometimes I think we change them at different periods at times in the year, and so I wasn't sure if the pound was already changing because it's a half an hour. This news release is a half an hour earlier than normal. I just know we get into this little time of year where it just sometimes we get overlap on people changing their times. But that's okay. So otherwise, for the rest of the morning, there's no real high impact news. But we do have a strong trend today. I want to see if I can share another screen with you guys. Sorry, my computer is just taking its time. All right, I'm going to just try and see if I can share, add a window capture. Okay. So last night, can you guys see that? I'm trying to share my a screenshot image. What the heck is going on? I may be starting to do too much. Okay, so anyway, okay, you can see it. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop doing so much on the computer. It's not happy with me right now. But last night I just cleared this FTMO account. So I just got through level 1 last night, and if you remember, I was just below the 10K mark yesterday. So I actually landed a trade, a whole series of trades that I put on last night, and they were short, and they all just kept running through the night, and they ended up, well, going past. I didn't have targets. I left it open. So last night, that 10K account hit 11,000 last night, and then so that cleared the first level of the FTMO funding. So now I'm starting a new account at 10K again today, and it's the second verification account. So we'll have a fresh account today, and if we can get through this verification account, then I get to go to this live account. So it was a really good night last night. And also my Alveo, my apiary account is doing really well as well because I put some shorts on. So I'm going to just undo some things here and try and get my computer to catch up with me. Oh, wait. NT5. Okay. So I think now we've got the fresh new account. Yep. There we go. So here's my fresh 10K account now. So yeah, I made over 12% on that one trade setup last night, making and that account was running for over 40 days. It just took time for us to get to the point where we got through the rough patches and then got to a good spot where we could hit the favorable periods of the market. And so we just hit a really favorable one last night, and then that took us sailing through. So now we get to start in this fresh account, and then I want to just show you Alveo so you can see the trades. I mean, you can guess where my trades were. I had them pretty much at the top of the Tokyo session there, and then hold on, let me just see if I can mark it on the chart because I can't pull up the old account right now. So I pretty much got right about here. It was like halfway down this run, and I'd hit like 12 or 13% gain, and then that got me over the 11,000 mark. We had this little head and shoulders that was forming right in here, and I started going in really heavy, knowing that this head and shoulders is following yesterday's major down push. And so I went, this was for me, it was like an A++ setup. And so I went, sized up a lot more and just held my trades, and it just kept going through the night. I woke up at 3:30 to check, to have a quick look to see if I should lock in any profits. And it was like right then that I'd hit the 11,000 mark in that account. So it was, yeah, thanks a bunch, man. It was a solid night. A little bit tired now, but I'm also energized at the same time. So, and then, but the annoying thing kind of is I was trying to close a bunch of trades in my Alveo apiary account, and I was struggling to close them. So I now have to try and see if I can start getting ready to close. At this point, I'm going to wait for another drop because I think we should have another test of the lows. So I'm not closing those trades now, but I'm going to have to, if we get another drop down, I'm going to have to get over to Alveo and start trying to close trades because they are still open. I tried to close them on the initial push. I tried to close them right in here as I woke up to go and start praying and reading the Bible. I quickly checked the computer, and I was trying to close them all in here as this was double bottoming. I was trying to close them and then just would I closed some of them and then didn't close them all. But it looks like we should come back for another test. So I'm going to wait and then start trying to take. I'll trail my stop losses down and or take profits as the market starts extending back down. I want to take my profits as the market extends, not as the. So I'm going to just. Oh, I gotta do this. So I'm going to put one here. And then when it pulls back, we'll just add, oh, I need to also put this back up to 50 pips. 50 pip stop losses. Because there's a good chance we could have a big swing again. And I'm going to open one with a target, and then I'm going to just leave one without a target on that. And then see if I can bring up my Alveo scene. I want you to really understand that this is a very special time. Like this percentage right now, this does not happen very often. It's very rare. So don't think that this is like a good reflection of like my daily trading, because it's not. This is just a very special, unique one shot a year type thing, and I happened to catch it. So I know that through the years of my trading, I've had a lot of problems with seeing people winning big, because you have this tendency to want to compare yourself to other people, and in trading, this is not a game of comparison, even in the slightest. It is all about figuring yourself out and how you can make yourself consistently move forward. And so I was really hesitant to just bring this up, because I know that I've struggled with seeing people with big gains in the past, but I just want you to know this is like a one-off day. And it just very, very rarely happens. So hoping to take some profits. If Alveo will close, I had a lot of troubles trying to close the first time. So yes, all praise and glory to God. All right, let's go back over to MT5. And then we will start trailing. When this moves down in favor, I'll lock that one in and secure it for profits. And then we will just do the same thing that we were doing all yesterday. But in this case, when it's trending that strong, I'll show you just how I leave some trades on. I'll just demonstrate leaving some trades on, because it's just so worth it. When the market is trending as strong as it is right now, you might as well let some trades run and catch some like double, triple times what you're used to gathering up, because it's a very special time in the year. Right now, we've got a trend that only happens, this might happen maybe 2-3 times a year when it trends this strong. So maybe not even the 3 times a year. So you just want to take it while it's there. All right, so I don't know if I need to hit 10% in this account again, or if I gotta hit 5%, because this is the second evaluation account now. So I need to figure that, like, what my target's gotta be. But here we are starting in the new account. And the cool thing is it's a strong trending day, so hopefully we don't hit stop losses today on a brand new account. I've had this thing where in the past where I start a brand new account and I hit stop losses. It seems to be a common thing. So as this one trade comes into profit, I'm just going to move the stop loss right there. So it's a break-even trade. If it pops back up, we'll just reset and wait for a new setup. Because at this point, it's run down. We've got a pivot high and now we've got a pivot low. And so now if it goes back up, we could see an up leg. So I don't really want to carry this trade upward if it's going to just go for an up leg. We'll just break even on it and then gather up some new positions a little bit later as it goes up. How you doing today, Ben? Are you still staying out of the market for the moment? Good. That's excellent. In demo simulated, nice. Still keeping trading, that's good. And it's good practice when you're not certain and you're feeling too certain in yourself. It's always good to move to demo or simulated. Something I've struggled with in the past also, like have this hard tendency to go trade a simulated account. Or have this tendency to not want to trade simulated, but it is absolutely a proper thing to do as a professional trader. When you go to practice or when things aren't quite right, you move over to a simulated. I do it more so now these days, but in my earlier years, I just couldn't be bothered to trade a simulated account. Like it just didn't seem to make sense in my mind. It's only been in later years where I've said it is absolutely necessary to go and practice sometimes, and don't put your real accounts at risk. And just go and see if I can start to close any of my Alveo trades. Oh, I might as well wait. I feel like we should get another test of the bottom. But we might not. Oh, how much did we move in total? So from the Tokyo Open, that high we've moved 125 pips, so 1.25 right on. So that's actually a good spot for it to stop for the day and not create new lows. But I think with a trend like this, I feel like we should still make another low, or at least try a second time. Yeah, 125 pips. Think it's going to keep moving further today or slow down around here? I feel like the New York session will carry it a bit further. It's having a hard time moving down from this spot. Building a little support point right in here. I wonder, actually, I'm just gonna put one of these lines on. See if there's any correlation. Oh, there is. Look at that. It's stopping right at the 1.16. Right there. That's why it's bouncing right there. Sometimes on those 000 points, they become support and resistance, and it is stopping right on that level. So we'll see if it can push back through, or if we're gonna maybe bounce up, because we could get an up leg out of this. All right, we are stalling right on it. It's applying pressure pretty strongly on that mark. It's looking like it wants to press through it. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if it presses through. But because it is stalling, it's also a good spot to see an up leg come in. Okay, well, looks like we're getting up leg now. Just took our trade off for a break even. And let's just see if we get more of a push, and I'll add a short again. Add a short here, and then we'll get into a couple more. Probably another spot here. At the 100 mark. And then now we've got at the 150, 150, another spot right there. So we can add at those layers. And we're just gonna do the same thing we've been doing. I didn't put my starting balance in today. Gotta put that in. All right, March 3rd, starting balance. 10K. And now we've got that market pressing into that 1.16 level again. Okay, if it pops up, I'm gonna short it right here. That target's just right on the edge of all these bodies, so it's not ideal. Really should be more. But on a day like today when it's pushing down, I'm just gonna leave it. It can try and hit it again. There's a good chance it will still hit. Have you heard from Larry today? I didn't hear anything. Sometimes he tells me when he can or can't make it. Okay, coming right into those bottoms again. And it's just bounced off our target. Good chance it will break. But I do want the target to just be hit before it needs to break. You can see this is why the target is not in a really good spot, because it was right on the edge of everything. So either I should move it up a little bit so it can get hit, or I could just remove this one, which I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to take profit off of this one, because if it breaks through here, there's a high chance that we'll see a few candles to follow through. So I'm just going to leave that one, let that one float for a bit and see where it goes. And we'll just add more positions up here as it goes down. Probably add another position here. Okay, it is leaning right into those lows again. Gonna try and break. And if it can break past the low, we'll just secure that one trade. By just moving that stop loss inside. Building quite the line of support at the moment. That's a lot of candles that's been sitting there now. 20 minutes. We've been bouncing off that line for 20 minutes now. So there's a good chance it will break it, and should break it pretty aggressively when it breaks. It should. And then when we get a breakout, we usually get 2 to 3 candles of follow through. And that's on any time frame, because the market is fractal in nature. So when we get a strong breakout, we can expect to see 2 to even 3 candles of follow through. So here's the break. I'm going to just grab the stop loss on this trade and then just secure that so it can be a free trade now. Essentially, that's what I did last night with just a bunch of trades. Okay, so now we have a bar that's closed. The body's closed below the breakout. So now we can expect to see another couple bars. Oh, looks like we're getting a false break. Trying to come back into the consolidation. And tapped our stop loss for a small profit. That's a weird thing that it's doing there. I'm going to try and close a couple of my apiary trades. It's a little strange that it's rejecting. Okay, well, we'll just add another short here. It's still consolidation. Okay, so we got a strange pattern coming in. We had another attempt to break lower and it couldn't. It popped back up. And it seems like we had that previous candle also tried to break down and then couldn't. Now we've got it trying again. And we'll just let this target hit if it can get it, because it's just a bit of a weird pattern. I feel like it should still go down, but it is just doing kind of a weird thing here. So, all right, that target hit. So now are we going to get some follow through? It's just such a weird pattern. Got this angled consolidation down. There it comes. There's the strength coming back. Just going to take off a couple trades on my API account, because I want to take it as the market extends down. Wow, and that's coming back up again. It's not getting a clean break here at all. What an interesting market that is. It's okay, I'll still just trade it. Add another short here, and then we'll add some more up here. Okay, if it pops back up, probably into these highs, we can take another one. Take one there, and then another one up here, and then we'll get into 2 to 4 trades up there, and then another 2 to 4 up there. And that should keep us safe enough. How much of a pullback is that? So that would be 15, 16 pips. So up to there. So that's, yeah, so we go 1, 1, and then we do 2, and then we would actually probably do 2 up here as well, not 4. Now we can maybe do 4 at the top. So, Vin, do you think you are coming up with do you feel like you've got a consistent way to take profits and to take losses? Do you feel like you're getting more consistent? I know that you said you're not trading these couple days because of the market, but I'm just wondering how you're feeling and doing with your system. Okay, just getting ready if it pops up to short it. Okay, right here, right on that line. Okay. And get ready for another one just up here. Did Vin, did they say any more about uh, the war in Iran? Do you watch the news at all? I'm just wondering if there's been more talk and if that's why it's followed through, or if people are just don't need any more catalyst at the moment. They just are feeling strong on the dollar. Okay, another target hit. And as this comes down, I'm going to go and take profits on the apiary account. Go take another one. I'm just slowly fading out of those on the extensions down. As the market extends down, I'm just slowly taking profits. Okay, we got both those targets hit. Probably should have held on to one of those, but the consolidation was just such a weird pattern. I didn't really feel that confident in hanging on to them. Now, if we get a big leg down, we can wait for a pullback and then get in short again, and then we can maybe hold some trades again. Okay, now we got a strong bar closing outside of this pattern, this consolidation. So that could be the signal to keep heading down. Or maybe this goes back up and we just create this really weird type of consolidation. Okay, I'm just still going to keep shorting the pops up though. Okay, take one here, and then that target comes in at the low, and then I can take some more on these lines again. Yeah, I don't know about the news. I generally don't pay that much attention. I just let the market tell us what it's doing. Because sometimes I find that like if I try and figure the news out. I'm trying to like, it's kind of like an indicator. It can be like a false sense of the direction. Like it's why I don't use indicators too, because I get so frustrated when the indicator doesn't do what I think it's saying it's supposed to do. So for the same reason I don't really use the indicators, I don't really use the news. Because I don't want the news to give me think in my mind, oh, it's got to go this way, and then it doesn't. Then I just get emotional, upset, and angry that the news is telling me to do one thing and it's not doing it. So that's why I don't really use the news. It's better to just read what the chart's saying, and I find, and just go from there. I think like the news is good to get a general idea of what might be happening or what the majority of people are thinking, but it's just one of those things I personally just have to be careful with and not depend on it for a direction, but to just get a general feel sometimes. Okay, we got that target hit. And I gotta go. Just take a little bit more profit on my other account, just slowly as it extends down. Definitely just should have held one or two trades. Sorry for the noise this morning. Okay, take another short on the pop up, and hopefully just keep doing this all the way down. If it keeps chopping down, we can just keep taking little profits, little sips the whole way down. See where this level is coming in at, the 5,800, 1.158. Is that what we're trying to get to? So I think it's just, I don't know if I want to hold the trades when we're getting close to this bottom again. I'm going to anyway. I'm going to take another trade here, take the take profit off, and then take some more trades at the next levels as they go up. It's still super strong. Oh yeah, I'd also put some marks, some lines on the chart for where I was thinking that this might get to on the daily. Oh, we're just about there. Yeah, okay. So this was the spot 158. I was thinking we would get down to this point today, and we're definitely doing that. It looks like we just about hit that low. Didn't quite get it yet. It's probably good enough. It didn't quite get there, but we could be coming to an end of the daily average range, the ADR. Add one short here as it's bumping back into all this consolidation. Okay. Oh, we just passed the hour mark. A little pullback during the rollover of the new hour. Just took profits on that upper trade. And let's see how the hour bar closed. Oh, the hour bar is another really strong candle down now. We had a pullback for a couple hours, and then during the New York Open, we run back down for the first hour. And we're applying pressure on all the lows now. So we'll see if we'll make a new low. I have a feeling we might make another new low. It's going to be difficult to stop this train that's just got so much momentum going down. Okay, just take one more trade right here. And another one at this line. Right here. And I'm going to hold on to that trade, so I'm going to take that take profit off. So now I'm in 2 layers. I've got 1 layer with 1 trade with its take profit on, and then 1 with it off. And then I got into the 2nd layer where 1 trade has a take profit, and then the other one doesn't have a take profit. Okay, and then we've got a wick on that candle on the top, so it's a good indication of it heading back down. Okay, just bumping into our target again. Sitting on these lows right now. Didn't quite hit it. It's kind of felt like maybe 2-pip take profits would have been better through this zone. Okay, there's a candle, a bear candle again. That should take us to clear it to hit that target. There we go. That target's hit, and I'm going to just secure that trade with the stop loss over here. So that one is a free trade. Another target hit, and so let's lock that one in as well to be a free trade. Now we got 2 free trades going. I'm going to bring this stop loss behind the 1-minute candle, just like that. Now we've got 2 runners with a chance to get a few more pips out of them. And I should go take off another trade on the apiary account. Because I'm just continuously, slowly exiting my position as the market runs down. I want to take my profits on the extensions if I can. And then we'll see if we get a breakdown this time. We haven't had a clear leg down. Just keep chopping our way down. Which is fine for the way that we're trading here too, because we can just keep taking profits the whole way down. We can ride some trades and we can take some little scalps on the way down. We can do both. So now I'm going to lock in that trade behind this candle, that 1 minute candle. Just continually keep putting more, this is putting more profits in. So now both of those are locked in behind there. So if it jumps back up, it will take profits. And that could turn into a double bottom. So I don't want to hold the trades beyond there if it's just going to turn into a pivot point and run back up. So that's why I'm just securing those profits right there in case it turns around and heads back up like it's just trying to do. Oh, I almost took those trades off, but it didn't quite. And now we're getting another low coming in. Nice, we're getting a good push down now. And we're approaching the low of the run. I'm gonna take another profit on my APR account. Just slowly fade out. I've still got 5 trades running, so I've scaled out of a lot of that position. On my APR account, I think I was up to 20 positions, 20 micro lots, and now I'm down to just 5 as I'm scaling down because we've already made a low, and so there's a good chance that we bounce when we come to this new support point. Oh, sorry, I'm showing my wrong. I should just go back over to MT5 here. We're approaching this low now, and so this could become a support point over here. And so on my APR account, I'm just fading out. I'm exiting on this push down. I'm going to keep some on to see if it goes lower, but a lot of my position I'm exiting. So we should do that with this one too. We can also lock in behind these candles. That's another way we secure the profits. My rule is to secure them behind the 5 or the 15-minute candle. So I'm not doing this randomly. I don't want you to think that this is random because it's not. So in this case, maybe I can, let's put that behind the 5-minute candle. That would be a good spot. It's not a big deal if I trailed it in a little bit closer on that one, but this is technically my rule, so we'll just keep trailing that behind these 5-minute candles now. And then, so we don't really want to be taking any shorts down here. It's not an ideal spot for shorting. I'm gonna go take off another one of my apiary trades, if it will. So I'm going to take one of these off here so I can just demonstrate what I'm doing on my other account too. I want to take those off on the extensions as we're meeting new support points. Yeah, I've got one on that can just still run. Because now if we measure on the 1-minute chart how much that price cycle is, that's now 18 pips. So do you want, like, it's not a good place to be shorting. It's just run 18 pips and it's running into a support point. So it's a good spot for it to bounce. It's not really a good spot for it to keep going. Today may be a very special day and it might keep going, but on a regular type day after an 18 pips and we're hitting support, we should just take some profit. All right. Now I've got 3 positions left in my apiary account. I'm going to just let those 3 ride. Let's see if we get more of a run for the day. All right, it is applying a lot of pressure down here. Just started, we just barely broke the low from back a couple hours ago. And we're just still holding down in those lower ranges. I'm getting the impression that we might try and make a newer low, but if we do, I wouldn't expect to make a big continuing run. I mean, here, I guess actually when you look at this pattern, it's a perfect wind up for it to keep going because we have run, I think you said 125, didn't we? Yeah, 125. And then now we've pulled back. Oh, what did I do here? So now we've pulled back 34, 35 pips. Now we've run down the same 35 pips. So, I mean, it could run. We could get another measured move, another 100 pips off of this point. It's possible. But I'm going to say after what we've done today, I'm thinking probably not. But we'll just keep trailing down with these, with that stop loss. Now this candle here is super small, so I'm gonna let it have a little bit more breathing room because we've already taken profits on one of them, so we can come back up and hit that and it's fine. But I want to leave a little bit more breathing room in case it does decide it wants to drop further. So there's just a little bit of discretion on partial position. That's also the benefit to scaling in with your position sizes. You can take some on and leave some on, take some off. Allows you to have a little bit more flexibility, and that's what I always like to have while I'm trading is some flexibility. So we'll just let that one ride. But with that flexibility, like I know that also my position sizing, I'm not flexible with. I know that when I'm in a couple layers, I can only be in a few trades. And like when I get into my third and my fourth layer, I have to be in 4 trades or 8 trades. As long as I'm within those values, then I'm following my rules with how I'm scaling in and scaling out. So those are hard rules with my sizing. And as long as I can maintain that sizing, I can scale in and scale out with those positions. I don't know if that makes sense from being complicated, but okay, Vin, thanks a bunch for coming. Good to see you. Thank you for the kind words. And yeah, see you tomorrow. What time is it? 9:20. Okay. Have a really good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Just starting to push past and break that low now. So we get ready to just secure behind this candle as it breaks. Wow, what a strong market. Super strong dollar. And we are still pushing down. This is wild. Super strong dollar. Man, oh man. Just crazy. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna wrap this one up around here today. Probably just gonna leave this trade on, and it can just either keep going or it can take profits when it hits there. But I think this is a good demonstration. I think it's just a good spot to finish it up. So I don't know what's going to go on in this market, if it's going to keep pushing down or not. But it doesn't really matter at this point. The market can do what it wants. Sorry, just hold on for 1 sec. Okay, I just want to finish this up properly. Just had to get the kids to quiet down a little. So we're able to take some trades through this consolidation. I'm going to get rid of all these. Get rid of all these objects. So we're able to take some shorts, some scalps, the 3 for 3 pips. We got a bunch of 3 pips, but then we're able to start holding on to a few of the trades to let them run a bit further. And so we started holding on to a couple, took some profits on extensions, and now we've got one that's running. There's a really good chance that this is going to come back up and create a really big up leg. So I'm just going to take that profit right there as that's triggering right in here, because this is triggering a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute chart. And there's a really good chance that that market's going to come back up. So I need to just get out of my other trades too. But anyway, that's going to finish this up for today. So we're still making, so brand new account, 10K account, we're making $26. So that is 0.26% return this morning. So yeah, that's a good way to finish it up. We'll come back tomorrow probably to probably still a really good strong trend, but we'll probably have a little bit more consolidation, and we'll trade. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get tomorrow. The conditions should still be good. We'll have lots of volatility. Just remember that if and when you're trading, to accommodate for these much bigger swings by using less risk, wider stop losses, bigger take profits, slower trading. And that's how you can accommodate for these moves. But if you're able to do that, there's lots of opportunities to make money in these markets. So that's going to finish it up for today. Anybody else that's watching or watching a recording, have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.